Hey ladies and gentlemen, this is your girl IkwerreGirl all the way from London, UK. You're only IkwerreGirl living in London, and you can argue with yourself. Happy New Year, everybody. We are here again, and it's so interesting. You know why I like January? Because the idea of musings, every Friday musings, actually started January 2020, when we were moaning and complaining about how long January no one end. Well, you know what 2020 was like. In fact, now it's 2021. We are threading on ice. We are threading on eggshells. So basically, 2021 has started with a blast. First of all, Happy New Year. This year, I don't want to offend anybody. So we started this year on a blast. But let's look back at last year. What were the highlights? There was the coronavirus that kept everybody in lockdown. There was the NSAS that locked down and shook Nigeria. There was the elections in America where President Trump was trumped out and he refused to accept it. He was also impeached and brought back. All of that stuff. There's lots of things that happened last year. There was even the Black Lives Matter movement that went throughout the world. It was a time when people came together, and then white lives started, and all lives started, and dog lives mattered, and animal life, and Ikwerre lives mattered, and every life mattered last year. Outside that, but the phenomenal thing was the coronavirus and the lockdown. If you made it to 2021, boom, you made it, and you did very well for making it. Be grateful. 2021, we were very careful to get into 2021. So 2021 has started with a blast. This year is not hanging about. When someone said 2021, you get it? 2021. So yes, first week we had the issues of the DNA and people finding out children are not theirs, and there's the madness all over social media because so many men are finding out they're not the baby daddy. There was the FCMB case, and then, well, the woman has spoken and said, well, that's not the case. The kids are not Nuru's children and Nuhu, Bruhu. But anyways, that was the beginning of the DNA stuff, and everyone was checking DNAs and that, and there were so many mad stories and madness on the internet about DNA. The real question is, if you raise the child for several years and then you find out that you are not the biological daddy, I don't know, does that make the child not yours? Because I think the real daddy is the person that was there, tying the shoelace, wiping the child's snot, taking them to school, pacifying them when they slept. Not the sperm donor. But what do I know? It's a man thing. But women, stop cheating. Okay. I know what men can do. You can do better, but stop cheating anyway. Right. After that, new strain, coronavirus. So we're all in lockdown again, and it's in England, it's indefinitely. There is a mad rush to vaccinate the world. There's the conspiracy theories saying they want to kill all of what the world is coming to an end. They want to plug us the machine like the Matrix. Honestly, don't ask me, I don't know. But then there was the nurse that had the vaccine, and then she collapsed, and then we haven't heard anything back from her, and there's been stories here and stories there. I don't know, we're just watching the drama and waiting to get that text message. It's your turn to get vaccinated. No! Basically, I've been watching my friends who've been vaccinated, and it's been about a week or 2 weeks. None of them have grown horns yet. None of them have special powers, which is actually quite disappointing because I was hoping that they would begin to fly by now and teleport, you know, so that they can come over to England by their telepathy and I can see them. But I don't know, the vaccine is useless. It's not doing that to people anyways. Only trying to solve the coronavirus. People, stay home, stay safe, wash your hands, wear your mask, and maintain your 2 meters distancing. So there is an explosion of the coronavirus in Nigeria. Why? Well, if you ask me, I'm no doctor or scientist, but I can easily tell you that at the end of the year, there was loads of people from the Indie abroad going home for Christmas. And of course, Nigeria and Africa being so lax, they didn't check them. So potentially, the virus has spread to Nigeria. Also, there was the mass gatherings of churches who would not stay in their houses. They gathered in huge locations, clamped up with each other, saying coronavirus has no place in the presence of God. With all those mass gatherings and crossover service and events and all that stuff, you still asking me why there is a mad explosion of coronavirus outbreak in Nigeria in January? I think you should know the answer to that question. Interestingly, there is this madness now on Twitter which is called Stingy Men Association of Nigeria, and I'll show you a few things about Stingy Men Association in Nigeria in a bit. Don Jazzy apparently is the person. It's interesting. Well, the point is, Stingy Men Association of Nigeria is actually, from what I think, people who actually have money but are saying they no longer want to be dishing out money, you know, to women because of many reasons up to them. But then I see a lot of layabouts, riffraffs joining and flagging up the Stingy Men Association. Are you stingy or are you just poor? Hey! Well, poor is not the right. Do you just not have money? Are you broke? Are you broke and then you're hanging out or you're hiding under the Stingy Men Association? Because it doesn't work that way. The people in Stingy Men Association, they actually got money, but they have decided that they don't want to spend. So backing up to that, in response, action, reaction, as we always have, the women have also started Stingy Women Association of Nigeria. So the Stingy Men says, we know they give shishi, we're not giving any money, we'll get back to you. While the Stingy Women Association are saying, close the legs, we're not going to open it no more. So it's a battle. But in the whole saga of Stingy Men Association and Stingy Women Association, what's come out is Men Who Have Money Association. You know, there's so many associations coming up. I'm thinking I'm going to start my own. How about Gary Eaters Association of Nigeria, or Stingy Gary Eaters Association of Nigeria? You know, something catchy, but I'll work on it and I'll come back to you on that one. So basically in January, it's only been a couple of weeks, but it has been boom, so many things happening. So many things, so many countless things happening. But this is an icebreaker, breaking the ice and say, we're back on the Friday Musings. We've had a break, we've had a holiday, and we are back with a bomb. Oh, how can we forget Capitol? Capitol Hill was invaded by a bunch of hoodlums. We thought they only had hoodlums in Nigeria. But as opposed to what we see in Hollywood, where Arnold Schwarzenegger comes out and Sylvester Stallone with their guns, and before you know, they send in the cavalry, and then they send in the Navy SEALs, and you can't even cross the barrier or even the street. Besides, a couple of years ago, someone did a U-turn, a black lady did a U-turn in front of Capitol Hill, and she was shot dead.
She what?
But all of a sudden, the President Trump, who will not step down because all of his prophets and people have told him, or the evangelicals have said, you are the man of the people. He's not stepping down. We thought he had accepted. So they recounted, recount, and then at the electoral register meeting, trying to get things sorted out, these people stand there, and basically President Trump has said, we are gonna have a protest. Go wild! These people are a bunch of terrorists, to say the least. In fact, if America had seen what was happening in America, America would have invaded America to put them right. It is a poor example of democracy, and, well, what do you expect? You elect a clown, you get circles. But yeah, Capitol Hill was invaded. It was desecrated. It was just like the Obas Palace in Nigeria, in Lagos. There is no difference whatsoever. Honestly, right now, it's a shame, because I think that a great nation that taught the world to stand up for democracy, to stand up for what is right, all of that failed just the other day. And the point is, everything is gone down. The main thing people are trying to say is, switch it. Let's say we had a bunch of Black Lives Matter or black people trying to protest. That would have been what would have happened. I'm only saying what I read on Twitter. I'm not making this stuff up myself, but I'm just repeating what I've seen over the couple of days. But anyway, as usual, it's your girl, IkwerreGirl. Coronavirus is real. It is affecting people. It is killing people. Please stay safe. Stay home. Wash your hands. Wear your nose mask. Keep 2 feet distancing. If you don't need to go anywhere, stay at home. Keep your mental health. Keep yourself in check. And, as I always say, one love.
Yo, it's your girl DiGa reporting all the way from Facebook jail. I'm a ninja. I'm a ninja. I'm a ninja.